Hi, this is Sandy Kendall, and I want to show you how the Screencastify new feature of interactive questions works. If you are familiar with or have ever tried Edpuzzle, this will look very familiar to you and it'll be super easy. And even if you're not familiar with Edpuzzle, it's still going to be super easy. What this allows you to do is have your students pause and answer questions about your video's content. It's a way to see if they are paying attention and getting the info you need them to get out of the video. So for example, I have here a video I created to demonstrate for my students how to scan QR codes with a Chromebook camera. I want to add a couple of questions just so that they'll stop and make sure they've listened to what's going on. So over here, I'm going to click Interactive Questions on the right. Okay, a new tab has opened in my browser, and it has this button down here telling me I can add a question. So I know that in a second here I'm going to tell the students to go to the launcher. I think it's here. I can always play to see. Okay, that's where I said it. So now I want to make sure that they heard what I said. So I'm going to click Add Question. I'm going to say, where do you click on the Chromebook screen to get to the camera? Now I put in answers. I have to do at least 2. I can do up to 4. So for the first one, I'm going to say the clock, the top right, the apps launcher. And this is the correct answer, so I have to tell it that that's correct. And I'll add another answer. Okay, so that's my whole question. It's going to pop up at 23 seconds into the video. I'm going to click Save. Now, what you'll notice is there's this list view in the right side of your screen. If you click on it, here your questions will populate, and this is where you can go back and edit them or decide to throw them away. So I'm going to get rid of that for a second. Okay, so now I've gone to the part of the video where I show them what to click on to bring up the QR code reader. So here I might ask a question again. And for answer 1, I'm going to put the gear. And for answer 2, which is correct, I'm going to put the QR code. And I'm just going to put 2 answers on this one and click Save. Okay, so you get the idea. You can put in several questions. You don't want to make your video too choppy though. The kids will get frustrated with that. But you know, you might just want to ask questions at key points of whatever you're teaching about. And again, up here in the top right under list view, you can see my questions. If I need to go back and edit one, I just click edit and it pops back up for me, and then I save it again. That's all I have to do for adding the questions. Now, if I want to share this video, I just copy the watch page link, which I'll have to check on the main video page. I can also share directly to Google Classroom. So let me go back and double check my watch page settings. Clicking this back to video management page up here at the top left. I'm going to check my share settings, and I have anyone at georgetownic.org. So that's good because I want it to be my students who look at this. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my interactive questions. Click the share and copy the watch page link. So I could paste that link anywhere. And in this case, I'm just going to show it to you in another window real quick. Now, it's asking me to sign in with Google because I told it I only wanted georgetownic.org addresses to be able to access it. Your students would be putting in their email or selecting their Google account. So the video is going to play. Let's see if we can scooch forward close to the question. All right, when it gets to the question, you see that the video stopped and the question came up. So for this one, I am going to put the right answer and submit. And yay, I got that right. Correct. Okay, so now I can click continue. Okay, and for the purpose of our video tutorial, I'm going to scooch up to the next question. And now it stops again. What do you click in the camera app to bring up the QR code reader? I'm going to answer this incorrectly to show you what happens. I'm going to say the gear. Submit. Oh, it lets me know I got it wrong. So it doesn't really let you go back and redo it, but it gave me the right answer. So if the point is for me to learn where to click, maybe I will be like, oh yeah, the QR code. So hopefully that serves as a little bit of reteach for your students. And then I would click continue as a student and complete watching the video. Okay, now let's go back to what the teacher sees after you've done this. I'm going to go back. Well, here I'm still on the question page. I can click the responses here, but most likely you will be on your video management page when you do this. So let's go back to that. And over here, I can see now if I want to check on my interactive questions. I would click here. It will take me to the interactive questions page. Just wanted to make sure you knew how to get there if you're back on the video watch page. And now if I click responses, I can see that Sandy had a score of only 50%. She got question 1 correct and question 2 incorrect. So if I were doing this as a formative assessment or something, I could check and see what she had problems with, or I could look as more students fill this out and figure out if they're having trouble with certain questions. And soon, Screencastify is going to release the ability to look by student or by question. While we're here, let's take a look at what it looks like if I choose to share this to Google Classroom. So I'm going to click Share to Classroom. It's going to come up and ask me which classroom. I'm going to pick Miss Kendall Language Arts. I'm going to make it an assignment. Click Go. And now you see the familiar Google Classroom assignment set up with the attached link to the watch page where they will see the questions. And I would type instructions here and a topic. And maybe I'm going to make it due by Friday. And then click Assign. So now it says, you want to view what it looks like? Sure. So if I go to my classwork, here it is. And when students open it, their instructions will look like this. And they'll click the link and be taken to the watch page. They'll still need to possibly sign in with Google. So I hope you enjoy using this feature of Screencastify. I think it will really help inform you about what your students are getting out of the videos that you are creating for them. Be sure to get with your DLC if you have any questions.